Welcome back, Cards. My name is Kai Webster.
My name's Julie Wilkerson. Today is Friday, September 20th, and you're watching the first episode back of
Vlog Talk. So, Julia, how you liking your senior year? Liking the new building?
Yeah, the building's cool, but I keep seeing this 7-foot man walking around.
Julia, that's our new principal.
Oh.
Well, clearly you and everybody else in the school needs to learn more about him, so tune into The Early Show with Toby Hamill featuring Mr. Almondson.
Welcome back to The Early Show. I'm your host, Toby Hamill. Our environment is a little different this year, as you can see, not only physically, but also with the people that we work with here at school. One of the big changes we're seeing this year is we have a brand new principal. I'm super excited to welcome Mr. Josh Almondson.
Thanks, Toby. I appreciate you having me.
We appreciate you being here. So hopefully folks got the chance to hear a little bit about you if they attended the orientation days. But if not, could you tell us just a little bit about yourself and how you came to be here at Thomas Covington?
Yeah, so again, our orientation days were very brief. We had a lot going on at that time. We were trying to get the building ready. We were trying to welcome in students who hadn't been here before. And so it was definitely brief. But yes, I am new to the building here, new to the Cardinal side of the district. Previously, I was an assistant principal at Kilbourne High School and McCord Middle School.
Yeah.
So this is my 7th year here in Worthington. I am a social studies teacher. That was my background in the classroom before I stepped into administration.
Wonderful. So as an administrator, how do you feel the best way to build relationships with students and have that be a back and forth is?
Yeah, really just general over time being involved. So you see people at a football game, you see people in the hallway, you just greet them, you learn their names over time, you learn a little bit about them. And I've always thought that that's the best way. So you try to remember what they're interested in, where you've seen them, and things like that. And it's difficult at the beginning because it's almost 2,000 students all at once that are all new faces.
Absolutely.
But every week it gets just a little bit smaller. You learn a couple more students. You see them on the athletic field or on a concert or in a theater play, and you start to associate names with activities and faces and things like that.
Absolutely. You mentioned you were a social studies teacher before being an administrator. How do you think that kind of contrasts in a bigger space like Thomas Worthington, being either a teacher where you know a smaller amount of students or a principal where you have to know like a lot of kids?
Oh wow, so that is very different. And so obviously, you know, when you're teaching a classroom every day, you're encountering the same faces and you're encountering the same names when you take attendance. But when you're involved in administration and principal work, sometimes you're in a meeting all day, or you know something. You're helping somebody and it takes 3 or 4 hours and you're not face to face with students. And so that takes you away a little bit, and it keeps you from being with people and seeing their faces and learning their names right up front. So that is a stark contrast.
Absolutely. Now, in doing my research, I found that you played basketball at Bowling Green.
Yes.
I have to ask, are you planning to take part in our student-teacher basketball game this year?
So I have never played in a student-staff basketball game before, and I've never been pressured in the first few weeks of school like I have been here. So I'm thinking I have no choice.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to get into a little bit of shape because I haven't played in a long time.
Well, I don't mean to intimidate you, but I did put up 0 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist in last year's game. So
okay,
that's what we're working with here.
So you weren't all zeros?
Not all zeros. I got some numbers on the board,
okay,
and that's what matters.
All right.
All right. We're gonna go through a quick speed round of like this or that type questions, kind of like get to know you sort of thing, quickly, and then we'll finish up here. So first one, coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee. Beach or mountains?
Beach.
Okay. Cats or dogs?
Cats.
Morning or nights?
Mornings.
Sweet or salty?
Salty.
Book or movie?
Movie.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise.
Comedy or horror?
Comedy.
Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes.
Sneakers or sandals?
Sneakers.
Rain or snow?
Snow.
Stay in or go out?
Stay in.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
I'm Toby Hamill. Thanks for joining everybody. Back to you guys.
Julia, I need to tell you something. I know where absolutely nothing is in this place.
Don't worry, Kaya. I'm in the same boat. This school is huge, and I know where literally nothing is.
If only there was a segment to give us a tour of the new building.
Wait a minute. There is. Here's a new construction tour with Caleb and Chloe.
Good morning, Cards. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Chloe.
And in case you haven't noticed, we have a new building. Let's take a tour. As most of you see, this is not the new building. We have to take a little bit of a journey to get there. Let's go. Over here we have our main gym. This is where large space option will be this year. Over here we have our athletic stuff as well as some of our fellow students. And then through these doors, you see a brick wall. But fret not, this is our new building. We've almost made it. We are now in the new building. Now on this first floor here, this is still all the first level. We have all of our social studies, health, all of those classes, while in the middle, we have a few of our science classes. Now right here, if you happen to be late to school because you're not pursuing your educational prowess, right behind you is the main entrance. We have our main entrance. That's where you'll go in, you'll sign in, and then you can get back to pursuing your educational prowess.
This is the second floor, and on this floor there is math and more science classes. Bathroom with doors. This is the card center where you work on your academics, but you should be quiet because people are working or on their phone.
Now at the top of this not so mysterious staircase, we have the third floor. Let's take a look. Now on this floor, we have our ELA, which stands for English Language Arts, as well as some science. There's science classes in the middle of every floor. As you can see, if you look down both hallways, it's a bit smaller. You need to use your middle staircases if you want to get to this floor. If you use the staircases on the ends of the first and second building, you will not find yourself on the third floor.
These are the locations in the lab.
Let's take a look. We're going to the LEM, the old building. It's gonna look really familiar, but if you look just over there, you can see remnants of our old building. It's not looking too good. Let's take a look. We go into the LEM, the old building, as most call it. You will be met, boom, snack shop. This is where y'all get your ices, your chips, things of that.
5 minutes. I don't
Your
know
bus
what
will
they
right,
have this period.
boom,
It's exciting.
counseling office. And Nick, it's Nick. And here we have Mr. And here we have Mr. Schaefer. His office is also in the old building. If you need to see Mr. Schaefer, you're gonna need to be in this building. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the tour of the new building, even though we are now in the old building. As you can see, we are surrounded by students that are pursuing their educational prowess. You should do the same. Make sure you get the class cards. Back to the studio.
You know, Julia, all summer I've just had one thing on my mind.
And what's that?
Sports report!
Really? That's the only thing you've been thinking about all summer?
I mean, yeah. So here's sports.
Wait, you forgot the question of the week.
Oh yeah. This week we asked our cards if they were going to homecoming, and a majority of you guys said yes.
Thanks for participating. Now, here's Sports Report.
Welcome back, Cards. I'm Lyndon Longwell, and you're watching Sports Report. We've only been in school 3 weeks, but fall athletic season is halfway over. We've missed a lot in sports the past few weeks, but in an effort to save some time, we'll cover just a few game highlights. Starting off their 2024 season with a new head coach, Matt Kovac, our boys soccer team kicked things off with a solid 2-0 victory over Canal Winchester on August 16th. The boys had an amazing game against Grove City Christian on September 3rd, winning 7-1. Next Thursday, September 26th, the boys play an away game against Marysville at 7:15. Pull up to support! On August 2nd, girls soccer had an amazing game against Westerville North, claiming the W 2-0 over the Warriors. Midfielder Reagan Bell scored the winning shot off a free kick. The girls also had an incredible game against Pick North on September 5th. Despite falling short of the win, goalkeeper Riley Morgan-Boucher shined bright with an amazing 90 save percentage. Next up on August 19th, field hockey kicked off their season with a huge win against Olentangy Berlin, shutting out the Bears 9-0. Freshman players Reese Decker and Delaney Casey made their varsity score debut. Congratulations to Sophia Borges, Julie Conroy, and Emmy Welligis for being named to the MAX Field Hockey Watch List, as well as the NFHCA Watch List along with Rowan Casey. They are currently ranked 30th in the nation. Way to go, ladies! That's all for this episode. Thanks for watching and tune in next week for more sports updates.
That's all we have for this week, Cards.
And thanks for watching our first episode back.
Tune in next time and remember,
It's always a great day to be a Cardinal.
Bye.